you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Danladi Bako. I'm the founder of the Danladi Foundation. So I'm an indigene of Kaduna State, Jaba local government precisely. So aside the foundation, I also work as a marine officer, and I also serve as chairman of Dantak Integrated Logistic and Shipping Company. I also serve as a board member for Dabhi Shejidedu Orphanage.
So, what is it like being into a business without profit?
Being into a business without profit is just like roaming around without direction. So you are just, let's assume that you just wake up in the morning, start your car, and start moving, you don't know your destination. You end up burning fuel, you end up wasting your time without achieving any goal.
That's good. So, what is your motivation? What motivates you? Helping women and children, most especially the needy, the widows, and the vulnerable.
Okay, actually, if you look at our society today, particularly widows and orphans are among the vulnerable ones in the society. And these people are subject to crime, most especially for orphans. If you look at most of the crime, most of them, they lack parental care, they go into drugs and alcohol. So for the widows, most of them, because of lack of what to do, their husband have died, their relatives might have taken a lot of things out of them. So most of them have gone into prostitution. So with this kind of lifestyle, we are not going to grow, and they are going to continue like that. So what actually motivated me is actually to see how they can be able to grow, capacity building. Because if you are able to help women, help widows in the society, you are building the future of tomorrow.
So, how long have you been helping children and women?
Well, I've been helping children and women for the past 5 years. But the foundation was officially registered with CAC in 2004. So for the past 5 years, I started actually as a charity. Every December, I donate food items to widows in my village. And from there, I see a need of extending it to the neighboring community and to the state in general. So from then, I started empowering widows. I select a number of widows, train them, and empower them. Some of the orphans, we send them to school, while some of them, we train them on skill acquisition, like carpentry and mechanics.
So, how does it feel like doing what government are supposed to do? So, are you telling, so what is your, doing what government are supposed to do, so what is your advice to government about helping the plight of children?
My advice to government is to actually look into these children, because you know, there's a quiet saying that children are the futures of tomorrow. So if you help children, if you educate a child today, he's going to be productive tomorrow. So we call on government to help these children who are hawking in the street, who lack parental care, who are into alcohol, so that they will be able to develop themselves, they will have something to do, and they will be able to deliver to the society tomorrow.
Okay. What has been your achievement so far on this?
Well, I thank God Almighty, because I believe I've achieved a lot. And it's just like when a student going to school, at the end of the term, he expects to see his result through report sheet. So, and I strongly believe we have a very good result. We have been able to train a lot of women in terms of sewing, and as a result of that, a lot of them are independent, and they are able to cater for themselves, they are able to cater for their families, and they are also able to train other women. So in terms of that, we have achieved a lot. For the students, most of them, because we pick them, some of them from the street, some of them who are vulnerable, we have been able to send them to school, and they have been able to perform well in school. And with that, you can see they have future. They are no more roaming about the street. They are no more being like alcoholics. They are not drinking or hawking. So they have a better way of life compared to their previous life. And with this, they have a very good future. And we can say the future is bright. So at the moment, we have a couple of them in school, which we hope by God's grace, they will soon graduate and join the labor market.
Okay. In every success story, there's ups and downs. So, What are your challenges as a NGO who doesn't profit in anything but gives out?
Well, the biggest challenge now is reaching out to the target audience. As you know, we deal with widows and orphans, and death is inevitable. So every day we have this number that keeps increasing. And one of the biggest challenge we can say is funding. And funding in the sense that we let's assume we budget for 13 women in 2016, but maybe there might be some circumstances that we will have up to 26 women. So you can see we cannot be able to concentrate only on 13. We have to split our little resources across the 26, which is funding is another challenge. And the other challenge we look at it is reaching out to the right people. So because we are in a society, there is poverty. So it's very, very difficult to identify those ones who are in need. So as women now, you want to help, everybody will come, I'm a widow. But we have different grades of widows. We have widows that are not in need. But because if you are doing something like this, they look at it as if you are going into a Father Christmas. So all of people that have want to acquire more. So it's another challenge that we are having.
Okay. This is a trendy question I want to ask you. So, Mr. Kale, your friends have bought cars, your friends have used their money to do many things. What really inspired you to be different?
Well, I thank God. This time I'm going to speak in a Christian perspective.
Okay.
So there's a popular in the Bible, it even says we came to this world with nothing and we are going with nothing. So because of this, I don't need to acquire so many cars. I don't need to acquire so many houses if I believe that the end of man is dead. So the best thing I will do is maybe to leave a legacy, so that what will people remember you? Will people remember you in driving good cars, or will you make a positive impact on people's life? And to me, I believe the best thing you can do is to make positive impact on people's life, to change the world of people. So when you change the world of people, you have a kind of joy in you. But today, if you have cars, the car might have an accident, but if you develop a widow today, or if you train an orphan today, he's going to be someone tomorrow. And you have a big joy in you that, okay, I'm the one that trained this person, he has gone far. And the basic is capacity building. If you don't train them today, tomorrow, more problem, you will still having more problem, more crimes in the society. So the more you train these orphans, the lesser the crime in the future.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.